make this video again. All right. I'm being a workhorse, you know. I'm like, people are donating. I gotta make better videos. I gotta turn it up a notch, you know. You know what I mean? People are donating. I gotta try harder, you know. So like, after I'm done working my main job, I make a video when I'm done. You know what I mean? Every night, you know. We're gonna make it through this month of April. This tough month of April for all of us. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. And we're gonna stay above water. Head above water. We're gonna make it. Because God says so as well. He says so as well. He's like, there's people that like you. They're gonna donate. Oh yeah, they did. They did. Don't you forget it. Don't you forget them either. None of us are forgotten. None of us are left behind. That's what Jesus said. No one left behind. I thought I was left behind for sure. I still think I should be left behind. I'm like, if anybody should be left behind, it's me. I'm like tired and I don't want to be here really. I'm bitching, yeah. But no one left behind. Not even me. So not even you either. No one left behind with Jesus. Remember that. He works harder than all of us to make sure no one's left behind. He takes that phrase seriously, Jesus does. No one left behind. Jesus made that phrase. He started that phrase, no one left behind. No sheep left behind. No lions left behind, I mean. He's a shepherd of lions. Don't you forget it. We're lions, not sheep. He's a shepherd of the lions. Damn right. Don't you forget that either. You're a lion like me. Roar like a lion, yeah. But anyway. God knows I have a crazy mind. But oh well. You know. I thought about this. I've been like this since I was young. Like this out of control mind. I have. God knows it. It's always been like this. And I called one of my good friends tonight. I'm like, did you notice that anything that needed to be fixed about me throughout my life, you know, like, it's like, no, there was nothing really wrong with you. I'm like, damn it, why did my family make me think there was something wrong with me? You know what I mean? Why did, you know, he's like, so, I don't know. I guess it's just, this is the way I am. Naturally, no matter what I do. That's what I told him. I'm like, no matter what I've done, no matter what I've tried, I still end up like this. This personality, for the most part. This crazy personality. You know? What did God do? I don't know. He's like, they can't sedate him. They can't sedate him. He's too wild. Damn right. They couldn't sedate me in religion. They couldn't sedate me in school. I was too wild. Too out of control. You know? Too much unique personality. But anyway. But yeah, someone told me to call an old friend, and she said that would help me because my older sister's birthday passed by again, and I just ignored it. You know, no contact with the whole family. You know, it's tough. It's still tough after all these years. It's still tough to hold no contact, and nobody understands why you're holding no contact. No one gets it. No one gets it. You know. The people in the support group I went to, they don't get it. They're like, they can't comprehend it. You don't talk to any family? They can't comprehend it. They're talking about their family in that meeting. You know what I mean? Oh, my sister did this. Oh, my brother did that. Not me. I'm no contact, no family. Don't you forget it. I just have you guys, and Jesus from somewhere. Somewhere Jesus is watching from somewhere. That's all I have. Yeah, that's it. And I have John the Baptist every now and then, and Marvin. Other than that, it's just me. But I told him, I'm like, even though it's been this long without a family of origin, it's still tough. It's like, I thought it would get easier, but it hasn't. You know what I mean? They did such a number on me, my family of origin. I was in that hostage submission role for so long around them. They ruled me. God knows it. They ruled me. No joke. They controlled me completely. Oppressed, controlled, the total definition. You know what I mean? In ways only Jesus could comprehend. No joke. So when I got removed from that environment, I still haven't believed that I'm free. You know what I mean? I don't believe it. I'm like, no way. I was in that submission role I was submitted for so long, controlled for so long, that I thought there was no hope for so long to ever get away. Ever. Successfully get away. And start a life of my own. That kind of hope went out the window way young. I'm like, I'm never getting away from this family. I'm never escaping this. I'm not escaping the family. I'm not escaping this religion. Nothing. I just escaped. I accepted my fate. I did. God knows it. I accepted my fate and defeat of being defeated by my family and the religion. I accepted defeat. I did. So when God got me away, I'm like, oh, I didn't plan on this, He knows I've been struggling. I'm like, I got so used to being controlled. I don't know anything else. I don't know anything else. I don't know how to be a free man. I don't. God knows I don't know how to be a free man. Not really. That's why I have to resist the urge of like, oh, do you want to be locked up? Yes, I do. I want to be locked up. Yep. I'm comfortable being locked up. I live like I'm locked up right now. And I pay rent. I live like I'm locked up still. It's no bullshit. That's what I have to fight against. Like I was contained for so long. Like in the Count of Monte Cristo. When he was in that jail for so long with no hope of escape for 7 years. That's how I was, but with way more years of no hope of ever escaping. You know what I mean? So now that I've escaped, it's been interesting. One of the things that's interesting, nobody gets that I cut off from family permanently. Nobody gets it. And I know other scapegoats have ran into this as well, as they went no contact permanently from family. Nobody gets it in the real world around them. Nobody sympathizes with you. Nobody empathizes with you. They don't get it. Cut off from all family permanently. They don't get it. They don't get it. It's like too much for their brain. I call my family every day. I call my family every day. I haven't contacted my family in 5 years almost now. Let that sink in. Yeah, that's what we're talking. Like people at the support group tonight, they're like, oh, my brother this. Oh, my son this. Oh, my brother this. Constantly. Not me. No family to speak of. They can't comprehend it. They're like, what the? Their brain's exploding. What? You're cut off from family permanently? Yep. I'm hardcore. It hasn't been easy though, but I'm hardcore. God knows it's life or death that I still stay away and keep contact, no matter how much I want to fight that. I have to remember how bad it was before I went no contact, and I do remember it. I was worse than I am right now. Believe it or not, I was worse than I am right now, and I gotta remember that. You know what I mean? I was. So I gotta remember that. So you're doing good, all right? Even if you think you're struggling, you're doing good still. Remember that you were barely alive to even begin to escape and get away. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's hard for me to remember that I've been way worse, but I have, and God knows I have. So, but the reason I knew that going no contact from the family was the right decision, I knew it was life or death. I did. They're like, how is that possible? How can it be life or death to the family that's not even coming at you with a physical knife or a gun? There are worse things than death. If they would have kept it up, I'd be 6 feet under. And God knows it. Even though, like, I struggle still now with thinking that I still have to go 6 feet under, I really would have been at 6 feet under. No joke. And God knows it. They were one of the causes of me wanting to get out of this body, get out of this life. They were one of the leading causes. My family, for sure. God knows it. So that's why I have to stay away. If I want to live, no matter how hard it is to keep living, if I want to live even one day longer, I have to stay away. You know what I mean? I have to hold no contact still. If I even want to live one more day. And it's true. It's no bullshit. And that's what people don't comprehend, you know. They're like, they don't get that it was a life and death situation. It is. For the scapegoat, it's life or death to cut off from all family. It is. 100%. If you were one of the lucky scapegoats that did not end their lives and are not locked up right now, it's life or death to hold no contact. Trust me. I know it. Jesus knows it as well. He's not an idiot either. Remember, he ain't Mr. Pretty that the narcissists think Jesus is. Jesus is hardcore. He's been persecuted by those narcissists that pretend to worship Jesus now. Let that sink in. I'm going to say that again. The narcissists that pretend to worship and be on Team Jesus right now, that I was around my whole life, that pretend that Jesus is Mr. Pretty, high and mighty, you know what I mean? Those same type of narcissists back in the day tortured him, crucified him, you know what I mean? Persecuted him to no end. It's no bullshit. So, the real Jesus is on the side of the scapegoats. Don't you forget it. He was the scapegoat. The scapegoat. He, Mr. High and Mighty, that all the narcissists think he is right now, pretending to worship him right now. We know who Jesus is. He's hardcore. He's hardcore. He's the leader of the suffering. You know what I mean? If he came down, they'd try to crucify him again. The ones that are worshiping him now, the real Jesus comes down now, they're going to try to take him out. And God knows that as well. No bullshit. Because if they persecuted me, they definitely would persecute Jesus right now if he came down in disguise and walked among them. All the people that claim to be God worshippers, Jesus followers, if Jesus came down in disguise, they would try to destroy you. Jesus, trust me. You know what I mean? They'd look into his eyes and see someone that can see right through him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He can see through those narcissists. Jesus can. Skin and bones. Nothing inside. But anyways, I don't know why that came up. You know what I mean? About that, but sometimes I never know what I'm going to say in the video. I don't. But it's true, though. Anytime I want to think that Jesus is Mr. High and Mighty, that the narcissists made him out to be Mr. Perfect, you know what I mean? He's that hardcore scapegoat. You know what I mean? That's who Jesus is. Don't you forget that. Don't you forget it. But anyways. But I was talking to one of my good friends tonight that I haven't talked to in a while. He's a man of science, you know what I mean? And what he says does make sense. It does. A lot of stuff makes sense. It makes total sense to me. But, like, I can't deny that I'm alive. You know what I mean? The fact that I'm alive disproves science. As far as with me, science can't explain why I'm alive right now, in my opinion, because I know what I lived my life. I know what I went through. I shouldn't be alive at all. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be healthy enough to even talk to a camera. You know what I mean? And a free man at the same time. I shouldn't be. You know. So that's why I can't be a man of science or an atheist. I've experienced too much with God already, with Jesus already. Whatever you want to call him, God, Jesus, pretty similar. You know what I mean? But I asked this friend tonight, I'm like, you were around me and Chad, my best friend Chad, a lot of our lives. Well, a good portion of it. I'm like, did you notice that him and me were much different than everybody else that you came across in religion, school, anywhere? Were me and Chad very different from all of them? And he's like, yes. Because I'm trying to solve this riddle once and for all. Why can't I fix me? And again, he was like, maybe there's nothing wrong with you. He's like, I've never thought there was something wrong with you. I'm like, fuck. another one that says that. And that's what being around my family of origin did to me. They made me think there was something wrong with me so badly. I'm like always trying to fix me. Always. And I asked him as well, I'm like, he's like, you and Chad, you guys couldn't fit in anywhere, fit in with anybody. Like, but when you tried to fit in, you tried to, he mentioned me hanging out with kind of the rejects of society. You know what I mean? Which I did. Kind of like Jesus hanging out with the sinners, you know? You know? I guess, you know, I thought about that. I hung out with people that everybody thought were just rejects, freaks, lowlifes. That's who I hung out with. That's where I was comfortable. They made me laugh, so they accepted me. People in religion did not accept me. Nope. Too high and mighty with Jesus, or who they thought Jesus was. You know what I mean? You know. Anyways, not sure where I was going with this, but because I do think my best friend Chad was high ranking, like I am. He is. 100%. That's why he suffered so much on this planet. Anybody that's high ranking to God is going to suffer greatly on this earth. No way around it. No way around it. Jesus knew it as well. Anybody high ranking gets the worst suffering. Highest ranked people get the worst suffering. That's what I thought about today. I'm like, I have to be second rank. The suffering was that insane, you know? But I thought about this as well. This kind of clicked to me today. My best friend Chad had to have been third rank. You know what I mean? That's why I knew who he was. Like, he was my best friend automatically. I knew who he was. He was high ranking. Soldier, you know what I mean? I'm like, you had to be a third rank. Jesus first rank. Me second rank. Chad third rank. Had to have been true. The way we suffered, you know what I mean? Suffering's just part of our circle. It's just part of that circle, you know? The closer the circle you are to Jesus, the more you're gonna suffer. The closer the circle you're in. You know what I mean? Don't want to suffer? Get away from Jesus. That's the rules. Don't want to suffer as much? Get away from Jesus. Get close to Jesus? You're gonna suffer. Close you are to Jesus, you're suffering. No doubt about it. And I remembered that letter that was from God that said I defended Jesus. I remembered it again today. I'm like, that was inspired. That was inspired. I'm like, the way I've suffered up to all the way to this point, to this age, you know. Not only did I defend Jesus, not like, oh, I defended him once. No, I must have defended him a lot before I was born. Like a lot defended Jesus. You know what I mean? Not that he needs defending, but I did anyways, you know. Because not everybody agreed with Jesus at all, like Lucifer and all of his angels. I was defending Jesus against them. You know what I mean? That's why they've been trying to take me down this whole lifetime. Yes, they have, and God knows it. God knows it. Yeah. Still to this day, by the way, they're still trying to take me down. I wish there was like a healing chamber, like in Dragon Ball Z. I've always said this. There's healing chambers in Dragon Ball Z. Like after they're done fighting, they go into a healing chamber for a little bit. And then after the healing chamber, they're all good, all healed, good to go. I wish I had a healing chamber to go into and then come out of. God knows I wish I had a healing chamber like nobody else, or a senzu bean, That's another healing thing from Dragon Ball Z. I'm educating you on Dragon Ball Z, all right? All right. A senzu bean to restore my health and energy. Like right now, I'm kind of lagging, I worked pretty hard today, as always. But anyways, I don't know. But I wanted to talk about some of the things that my best friend Chad said before he died. Maybe I'll make a different video for this. Yeah, I'll make a different, separate video for this. All the things he said before he died. That was important that I need to remember. But I don't know. I don't even know what this video was supposed to be about. Kind of just went, I'll have to rewatch this video. See what the hell I talked about. I don't even know what the hell I talked about on this video. I'd have to look at it again, but yeah, basically I just talked to an old friend today. And I don't know, because it always bothered me, the way I think and the way my best friend thought. We don't think like everybody else. We don't. When I say I suffered so much on this planet, I want to get out of here. People don't get that. They don't get that. They're like, oh, see a psychiatrist. They don't get it. I've seen many psychiatrists. They don't get it. I promise. So, but I've wondered if there was other people on the planet that suffer a lot, like me. Because the only person I know that suffered even close to me, who suffered a lot before he died, was my best friend Chad. He suffered a lot before he died, and he knows I suffered a lot even to this point. Even he knows, especially after he has passed on, to what if he's watched me, and I know he has. He knows my suffering is even more than he went through. I'm pretty sure I'm right. He realized that. That's why I'm like, he'll understand if I get off the planet, the same time, I know damn well someone else has suffered more than me out there. Yep, I know it well. So even though I've suffered more than my best friend Chad, who suffered a lot, probably in third place, I know there's someone out there, not on the earth right now, but he exists. Kakarot, or what other people call him, Jesus. Other people call him Jesus. I call him Kakarot. I know he exists. Trust me. I know it. Every time I'm talking right now to a camera, it reminds me he exists and is stronger than me. He suffered more than me every time I open my mouth, because I should not be alive. I should not be alive at all. Or even free. Either way. So every time I talk, I'm like, reminds me someone else is out there. You know what I mean? But anyways. I don't even know. These kind of things matter to me. Because suffering's a big deal to me for some reason, you know? It's just how I'm made, I guess. Suffering's a big deal to Jesus. It's how he's made. We're made to suffer. Suffering's our thing. It's a competition, kinda. Yeah. More so for me. Yeah. Not really for Jesus. He ain't competing with me. He's already beat me a long time ago. So I don't know. I admit I miss my family of origin. I do, but I know it. I have to stay away. I do. I have to find another way to keep going. Different sports, different whatever it takes to keep me going. That isn't my family of origin, basically. And God knows it. God's helping me to figure out ways to keep going without family of origin at all. No family of origin. Help me keep going without them still. Any help, any contact from them, keep going without them. God's helping me. Because I feel like God approved of my decision to get out of there. Because if he didn't, he knows damn well it was life or death to get away from that whole situation. Life or death. I may be limping on now, but I'd be dead already, basically. Long time ago. So even though I'm limping on now, me separating from everybody allows me to keep limping on now instead of being in a cemetery. God knows that. 100%. Yeah. And I don't want to see me in a cemetery, you know? Not next to a statue of Jesus. No way. No way. Yeah. But anyways. That's all I wanted to say for this video. I'll have to review this video to even know what the hell I even talked about. What the hell did I even talk about? I was trying to talk about the words of my best friend his words of wisdom to me before he died. I was going to make a video about that. That's what I was going to make a video about. But I forgot and I got sidetracked and talked about something else, which sometimes happens when I make videos. I have to look back and remember what the hell I said. So I'm like, did God take over to say something else to the camera? Did God make me say something else, you know? Maybe he did. Maybe he did, you know? For his purpose or something, I don't know. So I'll have to review it real quick, you know? But he knows I need to rest a bit, you know? I need to keep up on my rest, you know? I swear, I wish I could sleep for like 3 months straight and the whole world stands still. You know what I'm saying? Basically stays frozen. The moon stops, the sun stops, the whole world freezes. I get to hibernate for 3 months, catch up on my rest like a healing chamber, wake up, I'm refreshed, I'm good to go. You know, I'm good to go. I wish I could do that, but that doesn't exist, and God knows it. So I have to figure out another way to keep going and somehow. You know what I mean? But anyways, that's all I'll say for this video. But yeah, I'll have to review this video, see what the hell I talked about this time. I'll talk to you later.